John Harbaugh was introduced to the New York Giants today. I saw a little spiel on the Instagram that a lot of players showed up.
Congratulations, by the way. I think that's a great hire, my personal opinion.
I now the more that I read about him and the more that I read about
it's a
the
dynasty
Giants,
family of football. It's like the Mannings, man. The Harbaughs, they eat, breathe, sleep football. Could there have been maybe a better choice if we really sat down and, thought about it? Maybe. But
if you look at the ones if you look like Saleh, so Robert Saleh,
man.
Yeah, so Robert Saleh got hired for Tennessee, which is interesting.
I did not know. I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was dropping last night and then today.
Okay.
Sean McDermott, I knew he was going to get fired, and I actually posted something.
I kind of knew he was, but I still find that surprising, dude. I mean, I know he couldn't get over the hump, but
the hump is everything, though. You got to get over the hump.
It is.
I don't care if you get to the first round playoffs every year, 10 straight years, but you don't get past the first round. There's a glitch in the matrix. Look at remember John Gruden and Tony Dungy, right? Dungy left the Buccaneers because he couldn't get him over that hump. Goes to Indianapolis, wins the Super Bowl. Gruden gets that close to the Raiders, can't get over the hump. He goes to Tampa Bay, wins the Super Bowl. Some people just need to go somewhere else and get over the hump. Now, granted, Gruden won a Super Bowl with Dungy's team, and I don't know who was coaching the Colts before Dungy. But he won the Super Bowl with that previous coach's team, right? Who knows?
I'm listening to you. I'm going to look up those contracts.
Well, I know you. I figured you're looking up research and doing some research. So, yeah. So the more I've read about Harbaugh from people that are like, I have a really good friend, Steve Binger. What's up, Steve? Who lives in New York, and he has a Giants page that that's how I met him. Really good guy. Loves smoking cigars. Every time the Giants win, he smokes a cigar. I've tried to get him on the show, but it's such a weird dynamic of time difference and he works and stuff. But so I asked him flat out, like, is this a good thing for New York? I'm like, you're there and you hear all the speculation and rumors and stuff about the deal going south, that kind of jazz. And he's like, no, dude, this straight up. The whole hang up was the fact that Harbaugh's deal was he wanted to control. He wanted to be the GM. Well, obviously the Giants weren't going to give him the GM position because they like Joel Schoen for God knows why.
I can't imagine why.
I don't. Me either, man. Talk
about a failure.
Well, and then his kids told him who to draft, and he didn't draft. And those people that his kids told him to draft went on to do epic
to your
things.
point a second ago, and I agree with you. Sometimes I have a little too much heart.
Yeah,
it all starts at the top. So
yeah.
What have the Giants done for you as a fan lately?
Nothing. Nothing. Since Coughlin was fired, which he shouldn't have been fired. I mean, it's you win 2 Super Bowls with a team and you get fired. That was an unclassy move from an organization that has a storied franchise. They should have dealt with that a little bit more graciously. They should have just had him. I don't know. I didn't like Coughlin though when he first started either.
But with that being said,
yeah.
I'm not a huge football historian, as we've all established.
Right.
But can you think of a person who's been a coach and a GM at the same time who's been super successful?
No, not one.
So I'm not sure. I think that's a lot to bite off, man.
I agree. That's too many hats.
And I think if I were him, when they said no, I would have just said what he wants anyway. Then can I be involved in the draft procedure? That's what he wants, right? He wants to be involved in who are we going to put on the team that I'm going to coach.
Well, and what it is Harbaugh doesn't have to answer to Schoen. He answers to the Merediths. That was how they got around that.
Okay.
Which, okay, good. Because I wouldn't want to answer to Joel Schoen either. Because, I mean, it's on record. It's on film. the stuff, the people he didn't pick, and his kids are telling him in the NFL Hard Knocks, you should draft these guys, these guys. And he doesn't draft any of those, and his drafts are a bust. And he's on record saying that Saquon Barkley's done. He will not rush for 2,000 yards. He'll never be the MVP. And what did Saquon Barkley do the year after he left the Giants?
Both those things.
Both those things. Now, what did Saquon do this year?
Both of them.
Right. And what did he do this year? Nothing. He went back to his Giant style of playing because he clearly stated on the Saquon documentary, I can't run like that anymore. It's not healthy. I can't run angry. And when you don't run angry, you don't have the success that he had that 1 year in Philly. Now, you can argue with me all you want. Look at the stats. He did not
he's
run
not
angry
a
this year.
finesse runner. So
No, he's not. It's like Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo is not going to run like Barry Sanders. Cam Scatterbo is going to run downhill like Did Putkus.
Those are two different styles of running for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. In your face, knock your ass over. New York Giants football. You know, the first time Jeremy Shockey got a ball, he knocked over 3 or 4 guys on the sideline. That's New York Giants football. Smash mouth football, which is what I love.